Hey, welcome back to the channel for another video. So I'm super pumped about today's video because I'm diving into something that's been on my to-do list for what seems like ages. Milky Way photography. So my first adventure is finally here and I can't wait to take you all along for the ride. But first, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, grab your gear, and let's get this party started. So right now I'm out here in the middle of the desert and I'm hoping to get some astrophotography shots done. I'm looking at the Milky Way. According to my app, the Milky Way should be right here. Unfortunately, the area that I'm at, there's nothing like really cool to look at other than this bush. So I'm gonna see what I can get. This is my first time ever doing any astrophotography, trying to get the Milky Way. So hopefully it doesn't suck. So we'll see what we end up with. All right, so here's the deal. I've always been fascinated with the night sky, but I've never tried to capture it. It was one of the things that I wanted to explore during my trip to the Oregon coast. But as we all know by now, that trip was pretty much a disaster. But now I finally had my chance. For the first time in a while, the sky was completely clear. So I packed my gear and headed out to a dark remote spot far away from any light pollution. Because we need that pristine starry night for some epic Milky Way shots. So let's talk gear for a second. I was using my Canon eos-r paired with my Sigma 28-70 and my 14mm f2.8 lenses. Now, in order to make this work, you have to have a fast lens that's 2.8 or faster, as well as a sturdy tripod, because we're dealing with exposures around 15 to 20 seconds. So to pull these shots off, you need to first set your camera to manual mode. You'll want to use a high ISO somewhere between 3200 and 6400. Make sure that your aperture is wide open as well, and set your shutter speed accordingly. The key is to avoid star trails, so don't go overboard with exposure time. And lastly, make sure to set your focus manually on a distant star for those crisp, clear shots. Okay, so what I'm doing is I got a couple shots of my fiance, and then I brought in the kids and got some shots of them, and then I joined them. Hopefully they turn out pretty good. Again, this is all new to me, so you guys are watching this unfold as it's happening. And then the next time I come out to do some astro, I'll know what to do, what not to do, how to edit it, what settings I was at, and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is just another thing where I'm learning how to do new stuff and bringing you guys along. So I guess now all there is to do is get this back in Lightroom and see how everything looks. And once you've got your shots, it's time to bring them to life using whichever photo editing app that you prefer. You'll want to adjust the exposure, contrast, and the clarity. And for those wondering about noise reduction, yeah, that's crucial. We want those stars to pop without that ugly grain. I may also do a bit of color correction to really make the Milky Way stand out. And there you have it. I'm overly happy with how these turned out, especially for this being my very first time. It's amazing how those tiny dots in the sky turn into this breathtaking cosmic landscape. This was actually really fun, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you all. And that's a wrap for this one. So if you enjoyed this video or you got anything that's useful that's gonna help you, make sure leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so go ahead and drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you've just tried astrophotography yourself. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Also, make sure to visit my website, jeff-gresham.com, for photo prints as well as my Lightroom presets pack. And until next time, get out and shoot. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.